So here we are, game 34 of the Great Lakes League, using this helper I've developed. And Digital Diamond Baseball. I'll bring that over real quick. The Vipers are 3-3. The Wolves are 0-3. And there is the lineup. Kemper batting .556 for the Vipers. Pretty good. So here we go. I will be rolling the dice offline. We start off with Lockett, and he has a 7, which is shown right here. He is a switch hitter and will be batting right with the left-hander in, so it's a 7. He does get a 7, so this is a batter card, and a 6-8 happens to be a base hit. So runner on first with Kemper up. Needs a 5. He rolls a 6, so another batter card. And it is a 10-5, and that is another single. And this one to left. And Kemper stays at second, so the Vipers have 2 on and nobody out. Here's Robertson with a 4, and he gets a 2, so Rivera pitcher card, and 9-2 is an injury possibility. So we will roll on the matrix down below, and it is a 2-3, so this is the second baseman, Williams. I must go to my folder here, offline. You're looking at a second baseman, so pretty early here for the injury possibility. He really does not want a 1, 2, 4, 5, or 7, and especially not a 1 or 2. And it's a 4, so that is grade 2. Batter hits liner to center and tries to stretch the base hit to a double. If center fielder's arm plus roll is less than 6, so Parsons' arm is 3, and we roll a 1, so it is less than 6. So batter slides into second as spikes lacerate the second baseman's wrist, causing a severely cut and bruised wrist. So that is a single thrown out at second. That would indicate that I am going to have to check very early. Single and out at second here. Let's see what I am plugging in. Okay, runners advance 2 or 3 bases, so it's first base, asterisk, asterisk, X. So it should work that way. That will be 1 out, and Kemper goes to second, and now we must go to Williams's arm, -5. Excuse me, I must go to the Wolves. Let's see now, we are looking at Williams at second base. Now he does have a 5 for arm, so this is going to be a 6 to 10 to be able to stay in the game and not sustain the injury. Let's roll, and it's a 10, so really nothing happens. Williams will stay in, and we will continue with Dickinson, or Meddings, excuse me. So Meddings, so runner at third, 1 out, and the Vipers have taken an early 1-0 lead. Meddings is not hitting the ball very well, 136. And he does get a 5, so it is batter card, but a 2-2 is a strikeout swinging. So big out there. 2 down for Whitaker, batting .273. Needs a 6, gets an 8. It is batter card 2-5, and that's a ground ball to the second baseman. So only 1 run in for the Vipers, and we go to the bottom of the first, and Luke Appling, the legend, unbelievably so. Now the Wolves have only played 3 games, but Appling is 0 for 10. They moved him up just a little bit. He used to be the number 2 hitter. He's now the number 1 hitter. He has a 4 on Hirsch. It's a 6, so it's a batter card. But a 1-9 is a fly out to left. So 0 for 11 for Appling. And next up for the Tacoma Wolves is Parsons. He is batting .385. He needs a 4, and he gets a 10. Better card 4-5, and that's a pop-up to Kemper at short, and that is 2 down for Kane. He is batting .231. He needs a 7, 8, 9, 10. Rolls a 5, so this is pitcher card. And a 1-4 is a strikeout swinging. So 1, 2, 3 for the Wolves, and we go to the top of the second, and up is Quintana. He's only batting .105, and he needs a 7. gets a 3. Picture card. Pretty good. 9-10. So Quintana opens up the second with a double. That is the 4th hit off Rivera. And Newsom is up, and he is batting 444. I don't think he's played that much. He is in for the injured Davison Lay, who's out for a little bit. So Newsom needs a 6. He gets a 5. It's a pitcher card. It is a 7-3, and this is a ground out to third. And that means Quintana on second has to hold. So 1 out. Quintana is still on second for Brian Carmichael. Carmichael's batting 105. Not very good. He needs a 7. He gets a 9. It is a batter card. And an 8-8 is going to be good. And that is a single to center. Let's check Quintana out there and see what's... he has a 3. So this is even up to get the third. And or actually to get the home on the single, and they're not going to risk it. There's 1 out, and that puts runners at the corners for the number 9 batter Larkin. He's only hitting 143. Needs a 7. Gets a 3. It is a pitcher card. And a 9-2, and we have again hit our second in as many innings injury matrix. So let's roll on that. It's a 7-5, which is the catcher in this case, Dickinson. So let's see what we have. Don't want a 1, 3, 6, 9, or 10, and especially not a 9 or 10. So the roll is a 9, so there is something that the Wolves didn't want to mess with, and this is a grade 5 possible injury. Batter hits pop foul down the left field line. Catcher gives chase. If catcher's defense rating plus rule is less than 6, so his defense is a 4, so this is likely going to be an out. Okay, after outcome of play, catcher struggles to get back on his feet. Tests later reveal a femoral fracture. So we are looking, so that's actually a foul out to the catcher. So let's put that on first. And that's pretty good play there because the runners are at the corners. We need to check the legs on Dickinson. And catchers are usually not very durable. Legs of 4. This is the Wolves. And I think this is going to be not good news. Is this the Wolves? Yeah, Dickinson. And his legs are a 2, so this does not look good. And that would be a -2, so Dickinson's going to need an 8, 9, or 10 to stay in the game, and 1 through 7, and he's going to be sitting for quite some time. And it is a 1, so Dickinson, and we will check that out after the game. Just jot it down here so I remember. And let's see who's going to come in for Dickinson. We have David Lawrence. He's a 2-2. Same as, well, Dickinson is a 4-2. Let's go over to the Wolves roster. So it looks like only Roman Belize. He, of course, is going to be a 1-4. Does have a good arm, which is, I guess, more important. So it looks as if, although we could put Lawrence in, 2-2. Three, right-hander. Lawrence is a right-hander. I really am going to put Roman Feliz in there because of his arm. So let's move Feliz into Dickinson's spot. And then I will bring Digital Diamond over and see if I can do this easily. Okay, there's Dickinson. So we will put Feliz there. And he's a catcher. So, a couple early injury rolls. And of course, we're going to have to change this to a 2. So Feliz, not a very good fielder, does have a decent arm. So, first and third, we are looking at 2 outs, and this is the second inning where the Vipers have really pressured Rivera. Lockett has a 7. He's 1 for 1 today. I believe he had a double. Needs a 7, gets a 4, so Rivera, and that is not good. An 8-6 is a single, and that will keep Carmichael on second. a 7, and they're not going to risk that. So single, and it is now 2-0. Kemper needs a 5, gets a 2, pitcher card, and a 5-8 is going to make it. It's a pop-up to the center fielder. So inning over, 1 run in each of the first 2 innings for the Los Angeles Vipers. And now up for the Wolves is Cooley, batting .308, needs a 6, gets a 2, pitcher card, and a 3-5 is a fly ball to Lockett in center. 1 down. Feliz, who just came in for Dickinson, who looks to be possibly out for the year. Feliz needs a 6. He gets a 6, so batter card and a 7-4. Doesn't quite get it. That is a fly out to Newsom in left. So that is 2 down, and of course that's 5 in a row retired by Hirsch. This is his second start, and he did pretty well in his first. So Williams needs a 6, he gets a 7. So it is batter card, but not going to make it. 3-3 is a ground out to the second baseman. I will briefly show if we're really looking to see, and there you go, 1, 2, 3. Of course, Dickinson was replaced there. So that is 6 in a row. And we're going to row on Hirsch's happy chart. He needs a 2, 4, 6, or 10. So he has a 40% chance. And he gets an 8, which isn't one of those. So we go to the top of the third. See if Rivera can settle down a little bit, facing Robinson, or Robertson, 1 for 1. Batting .174. He also has an RBI today. It's a 4 and an 8. So batter card 5-1 is a ground out to the pitcher, who tosses over to Cooley for out number 1. Here in the top of the third, with the Vipers leading 2-0. Meddings not having a good start, rolls a 2, so this is pitcher card, and it's a 4-10, so that's a pop-up to the third baseman. So 2 up, 2 down for Whitaker. Batting .261, he needs a 6. He only gets a 5, so pitcher card. And 4-7 is 1, 2, 3 on the fly out to Parsons in center. So bottom of the third. And up is number 7 hitter Lee. And he is batting .375. Needs a 6. And he gets a 10. So batter card with a 2-7. A lot of fly balls on the 2 column. And that's out to Lockett in center. He pulls it in, 1 down. And that is 8 in a row retired by Hirsch. Chavez Batting 182, he needs a 6, and he gets a 2. So, pitcher card. Hirsch, of course, the ace for the Vipers. This card looks really good. However, an 8-8 is a base hit. So, that's it for his 9 in a row or 8 in a row. Chavez moves to first, has a 3 speed. Here is Palmer. I'm not sure if he has even played quite yet. No, this is his first appearance. Because Appling was playing shortstop before, but they switched things up. So 2 down, or 1 down, runner at first. Palmer to the plate, needs a 6. And he gets a 2, so it is pitcher card. And an 8-8 again. So that is a single. So 2 base hits and 1 out. So the Wolves are rallying. Appling to the plate. When will he get his first hit? He gets a batter card and a 9-3, and he just got it. So that is a single to left. So let's check to see. He's got a 60% chance of making it. We could try it, but I don't think they are. They're just going to load him up with 1 out. And up is Parsons. He has a 4. It's a 5, so it is batter card. It's a 6-4, and that's a line out, so we're definitely going to have a possible double play, and that is to the third baseman. Carmichael is a 3, and if we look at Chavez, his OBI is a 3, so he needs a 6 to 10 to not get doubled up, and he gets a 1, so no double up. Chavez gets back to the bag, so 2 out for Phil Kane. Number 3 hitter, hitting .214, needs a 7, gets a 2, so it's pitcher card, and this time a 3-1, and Hirsch gets out of the inning with a swing and a miss strikeout, and we go to the top of the 4th, and up is Quintana. 1 for 1. Rivera has a 4 stamina, so this will be his last inning before we have the test on the fatigue chart. Quintana with a 7. That's a 6, so it's pitcher card. And that is a 3-6, and that is a fly out to left. Kane gets under it and puts it away. 1 out. And Newsom, I think Rivera retired 3 in a row last inning. Newsom needs a 6, 1 below 5, pitcher card, and a 7-7, and that is going to be a walk. So Newsom with a 4 is on first, and we are toward the back end of the order. And of course, with Feliz's forearm, that is not going to be challenged. Carmichael needs a 7. And he gets a 7, so it is batter card, double, and Newsom will score. He gets a 5, 6, and that's a ground out to the second baseman. This could be a double play, so we'll roll that up there. What, a 4 and a 3 there. So it's a 10, as Williams is very good at second. So he needs a 9. He gets a 3, so he is out. Carmichael 3, and it's a 9, so it is a 9 or a 6 to be safe, and a 10. So that is a double play. 4, 6, 3, and we move to the bottom of the fourth. Still 2-0. And Hirsch also has a 4 stamina. We go to the number 9 batter. Oh, actually the number, we're on the bottom of the inning. So number 4 batter, Cooley has a 6. Gets a 9, so this is batter card. Cooley has a 5 power. And 8, 4, and that is a single. So hit number 4 for the Wolves. 1 on and nobody out. Here comes Feliz. He has a 6, gets an 8. Batter card, but a 4-1 is a strikeout looking. So 1 out, 1 on, bottom of the fourth, 2-0. Visiting Vipers have the lead. Williams has a 6. He does get a 6. It is batter card 4-9, and that's going to be a pop-up to Carmichael at third. So 2 down, 1 on. Lee up to the plate, 0 for 1 today. He needs a 6, gets an 8. It is batter card, and an 8-8, which is coming up a whole heck of a lot. That is a base hit, but Cooley, despite there being 2 outs, is not going to be able to move to third, and we have Chavez. 5th hit for the Wolves. Have not been able to score yet. Chavez has a 6, gets a 3. Pitcher card 5, 6, and that is going to be a fly out to Lockett and center to end the inning. So we are in the 5th. We have to roll on the fatigue chart here. Doesn't want a 6 or a 9 over here. And would like a 1, 3, 4, or 7. And what he doesn't want, he gets. It's a 9. So this is really going to put the squeeze on Rivera. They will keep him in. See what happens. He's got to pitch to at least 1 batter. Larkin has a 5. And it's a 4, so it doesn't affect him there. Pitcher card is a 9-2, and we have our actual 3rd injury situation. Wow, wow, wow. This is an 8-1, so this is the center fielder. This is Parsons out there. So, the Wolves have not been very lucky. All right, just does not want a 3 or a 6, which is the 4 and the 5. Here's the roll, and he gets a 3. So this is really, that is a level 5 injury. Outfield and center fielder both give chase after fly ball. Players converge on the ball with no intention on giving up. Fielders collide as the ball makes its way to the wall. Upon impact, the center fielder suffers an open fracture of the femur, possibly. The batter ends up with a double, and there are no base runners. So Larkin gets to second, and we are checking legs 5 on Parsons, and this could going to have to go to the rookie pool. Parsons is a very valuable asset. Legs 5, and he has 5 legs. So like before, in order for all of this to go away, he needs a 6 to 10, and he gets a 3. So that is the second injury. Both level 5. We will check it later. But Parsons has got to come out here in the 5th. Center fielder. I'm going to have to check to see. Take him back. Let's look at the Wolves now. We got Brian Elliott. 2-2 out there, so it looks like Elliott is going to have to come in. Anything on this side? Tom Williams, second base. Well, we're just going to bring in Brian Elliott in for Parsons. Should read center, so they definitely lose a lot defensively and offensively. So Elliott is going to come in for Parsons. And he is center fielder. All right, so here we are. Larkin at second, and the Wolves have had 2 level 5 injuries, unfortunately. And up is Lockett. He has a 5, gets a 10. This is batter card, and 8-3 is going to be a walk. So that is the second walk. Rivera has 1 strikeout, so no outs And the Wolves have just been treading water here, or about ready to sink. Kemper with a 3. That's a 7. Batter card, and that is a 9-10, and that is a 3-run home run by Kemper. And it is 5-0. So we have to roll on Rivera. Of course, he is not. He's a 2-1, so maybe should have taken him out earlier. Um, it's already 5-0. We could bring in Flisher. And I guess that's what they're going to do. Rivera does not pitch very well. I'll bring the other screen over. And we have Flisher coming in. And I believe he is a rookie. And hasn't pitched yet, I don't believe. So bases have been cleared by the Kemper home run, 3 runs in an inning, and we're in the top of the 5th, and it is 5-0 Vipers. Looks like the Wolves are on to their 4th straight loss to begin the season. Robertson with a 4. He gets a 6. It is batter card. So a 4-5 is going to be a pop-up shallow right field. Chavez comes under it. Very good fielder out there. So 1 down. Medding's up. 0 for 2 today. Needs a 5. Gets a 3. Pitcher card and a 1-4 is a strikeout. Looking 2 in a row here. And Whitaker with a 5. He gets a 6. It is batter card. Oh, lordy. 9-10. And that is a home run. Whew, boy. And the Vipers are pouring it on. It is now 6-0 with this 4-run inning. Quintana has a 7. Gets a 9. And a 1-1. There's a strikeout swinging, so we are now in the bottom of the 5th. Of course, Hirsch is a time where you almost, I say Flisher's is messed up. I'll do that next inning. Up is Palmer. Hirsch will roll good stamina or endurance as a 5. He doesn't want an 8 or a 2 or a 5 or a 10. And he gets an 8. Just like Rivera before him, so really a lot of unfortunate set of circumstances. Hirsch is a 2-1 now. So they'll keep him in. Look at the LA Vipers. They do have 2 kind of long relievers, so I don't think there's going to be any problem with Hirsch leaving, especially with a 6-0 lead. And Palmer needs a 4. He gets a 9 in his batter card, but only a 3-4. So that is a pop-up to Kemper at short, and this brings up the legend Appling. He has a 2. They're going to just pitch to him. He doesn't have a lot of power. Looks like a lot of singles on his card. 5 doubles, 1 home run, a triple, and 10 walks, 13 walks. So, and here you can see his strikeout rating is 5%. So he does not strike out a lot. So it's a 2, and he of course gets it, and it is better card. It is a 9-4, and that is a base hit. And I don't know. I think that is Appling's second hit now. So maybe moving him to the online spot is going to help. Resendez is going to come in. So despite pitching let's check the next batter here. 5. And he's going to pitch to him. Elliott gets a 10. Better card. And a 4-4 is a strikeout swinging. So they will continue unless, and Kane is a 5. He's a big hitter with a 5 for power. And it's a 2. So we're on the pitcher card, but it is an 8-9, and that is a double. 2 out, and Appling will score. So that makes it 6-1, and who's up next? Cooley, and most definitely Cooley is a 3-3. Let's put in Julio Resendez. Hirsch will come out here in the bottom of the 5th. And I'll show you again how we replace them. Put a 0, click the pen, and Resendez is coming into pitch. So both pitchers do not last very long. There it is. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Vipers, and 1 run, 7 hits, and no errors for the Tacoma Wolves. So Cooley has a 6, which is better. But he gets a 9. It is better card. And a 6-8. Oh boy. All the way down to a ground ball to the catcher. So 2-3, and the runner at second. Well, that's the third out anyway. So we go to the top of the 6. Filcher, I really will fix this. Sorry for the delay. We're looking at the Wolves here. So I think this has got to go to like 34 for that to be okay. This goes to 34. This is when I open the rosters up a bit. And this goes to 34. And and this goes to 34. Take that long. 34 and for the hold 34. So there we go there. So we are on the top of the 6, and up is Newsom, and he is batting 400. 0 for 1 today. Horst Flischer is only a 2-2, so Newsom needs a 4, and he gets it. And it is batter card, and a 3-6 is going to be a ground out to second. Scooping it up is Williams, over to Cooley for out number 1 here in the top of the 6. And it's Carmichael, needs a 5 and gets a 9, so it's batter card. And a 9-6 is going to be something, and it is a base hit for Carmichael. His second hit of the day. And a runner at first. Carmichael is of average speed. 1 down, 1 on. Larkin up, 1 for 2. He's only batting 174 for the Vipers. He needs a 5. He gets a 6. So batter card, but it's not going to make it. A 2-7 is a ground out to the second baseman, Carmichael. And that is an out on that side. And then Larkin is a 4, so that will be an 8. So to avoid the double play, Larkin needs a 6, 10, or 2, and he gets a 7. So that is a 4-6-3 twin killing. And we're out of the 6 for the Wolves, and we're in the bottom, and up is Feliz. 0 for 2 today. He came in for the injured Dickinson, who's probably going to be out all year. And Feliz needs a 7, and he gets a 9, so it is batter card. And a 3-1 is a strikeout, and with that 4 there in the blue, he is looking. So first strikeout for Resendez. He's doing pretty well. He's retired 2 in a row. Here comes Williams. He is 0 for 2 today. Needs a 7, and he gets a 7. Batter card, but a 4-6 is going to be a pop-up to the pitcher. So Resendez gathers it in. So 2 down for the number 7 hitter. I believe Ryan Lee, third baseman. He is 1 for 2 today, needs an 8, and he gets a 2. Resendez, pretty good card. 4-7, that's a ground out to Carmichael at third, and we move to the top of the 7th, still 6-1. Flischer has a 4, and he's only pitched 2 innings. Top of the order for Lockett. He's 2 for 2. He's upped his average to 2.86. He needs a 4, and that's what he gets. Batter card, but a 2-3 is a strikeout swinging, and that is Flisher's third strikeout, along with no walks. He's given up 2 hits. And here is Kemper with a 5. And he gets a 2 pitcher card, and a 9-1 is a flyout to Elliott, who replaced Parsons in center. So 2 up and 2 down for Robertson. Has a 4, gets a 6, batter card. 10-2 is a walk. So a 2-out walk. They have a 6-1 lead. They're really, especially with Mettings coming up, they're not going to try to steal. Mettings has a 5, gets a 7, pitcher card, and a 7-7 is another single, and that will move Robinson over to third. So Resendez or Flisher in a bit of a jam. Whitaker is up. He is 1 for 3 with a home run and 1 RBI. Needs a 5. Gets an 8. It is batter card, but a 10-1 is a flyout to Kane and left, and that ends the 6th, and we go to the top of the 7th, and or bottom of the 7th, sorry. Chavez has a 7. Zendes still has an inning or 5 outs to go before he has to roll on his fatigue chart, which is pretty good with a 5 endurance. Chavez with a 7, and he gets an 8. And it's batter card, but a 3-5 is a pop-up to Kemper at short, 1 down. Next up is the number 9 batter, Palmer. He's 1 for 2 today. Needs an 8, gets a 1. So pitcher card, Zendes has a extraordinary card actually, and he does have a value of 81. So he is very, very good. So here is the pitcher card. Oh, 10-5. That is a 1-out single by Palmer. And Appling is up. And I think they're not going to steal quite yet. Let's see what Appling does. He has a 5. And this is batter card. Appling is 2 for 3 today. And not this time, as it's a ground ball on a 3-2 to the second baseman. Palmer has a 4, so 8-10, so he needs a 5, 9, or a 10. And he gets a 10, so he makes it the second. And Appling has a 4 also, so this is even up. So let's just say that he needs a 2, 1, 5, 3, or 10 to be safe, and he gets a 10, so that's an infield single by Appling. And it's first and second with 1 out. Elliott, 9, almost, gets an 8 pitcher card 1-7, so another ground ball, this time to the pitcher. Appling is a 4. This is a 7. And let's see, 7 and a 6. They're just going to take that second out. So it's a force at, well, actually, batters move to second and third. So that's a ground out, 1-3. And we are 2 down with the runners at second and third. And Kane is up. I don't think they want to walk him because Cooley is on deck, has a 6. So Kane with a 4. And it is batter card. And it's a 6-9. And that is going to be a base hit. And it's going to score 2. So the injury-ridden Tacoma Wolves is now behind 6-3 here in the 7th. And Resendez has pitched 2 innings. Let me check. Is that third run on him? Actually, we want to hit it here. I am not really sure. Let me just take this back over and show you a little more. I think if we look at the box, we should be able to tell if that's his third run. And that is only his second run. Other run went to Hirsch, so he still doesn't have to rule on his fatigue chart. But we have 1 on, 2 out. It is 6-3. We're in the bottom of the 7th. And Cooley is up. And he's a 5 power hitter, so this could become close. He gets a 9 batter card and a 6-1 strikeout swinging. So that does not work out for the Tacoma Wolves. And we go to the top of the 8th. And Quintana is up. And Flisher, 3 innings, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. He has 1 more inning. So he's done pretty well. Quintana, a 7, gets a 4. And it is pitcher card. Ooh, 6-4. That's a ground out to the catcher. 2-3 on the out over to Cooley. And here comes Newsom. He has a 4. Gets a 9. Better card. 7-4. Ooh, just short of the walk. So that is a ground ball to Williams at second. And again over to Cooley. And that is 2 down. And the number 8 batter, Carmichael, 2 for 3 today. He has a 5. Gets a 9. Batter card. A 5-5 is not going to make it. That's a line drive to the first baseman for out number 3. And we move to the bottom of the 8th. So Flisher has kept the Wolves in the game. Resendez will be facing Feliz, and 2.1. He's got 2 more outs to go here. Feliz with a 7 gets a 3. Picture card. Oh, 8-8 is a single. So first batter up gets a single. Feliz has a 4. Let's see what the confrontation. Williams with a 7. He's 0 for 3. I think they're going to try it. Feliz has a 3-hole jump. Resendez has a 1-hole. So this will be a +2. So 4 to 10, he gets the jump, and it's a 3, so he doesn't get the jump. Williams needs a 7 or better. He gets a 4. It is pitcher card. It's a 5-9. Straight down that column. And that is a fly out to right. And bringing it in is Mettings. And that's 1 down. And we have Lee up to the plate. He's 1 for 3, batting .364, needs an 8, gets an 8. Doesn't have much power, so he's going to need a 10-10 to get him within 1. So it's batter card. 4-8 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Take that up to a 6. Feliz is a 4, so this is an 8. So 9-3-1, and he's safe. And he gets a 5, so he's out there. Lee also a 4. We just go right below. And a 6, so 9-10, 2-6-3, and he's safe. And it's a 7, so that is a double play 4-6-3. And the Vipers are getting closer to, I believe, their 4th win in a row, and the Wolves their 4th loss in a row. And Flisher is met his maximum here. Pitched 4 innings, and his fatigue chart is not very good, but he has pitched very well. 6-3 lead. I'm wondering if they should roll. I don't think so. Don't want to bring in anybody. I think we're going to bring in Harrington to pitch just this 1 inning, unless the Wolves tie. So Harrington is coming in for Flisher. Oh, I messed that up. It's actually the wrong side. Harrison. I think Bourquet is going to come in. He's a 2-3. So Jesus Bourquet coming in to pitch the 9th. Bourquet is pitched 1 inning. This is his 2nd game in. He's not giving up a run, so Larkin will have a 6 now. And he rolls a 10. Batter card, 7-2 is a fly out to right. 1 down. Top of the ninth, 6-3. Vipers. Both teams have 11 hits. And of course, the Vipers jumped out to a 6-0 lead with that 4-run fifth. Top of the order, Lockett is 2 for 3, batting .276. He has a 4, and he gets a 2. So this is pitcher card. And a 3-9 as a ground out to the first baseman, who shuffles it over to Bourque for out number 2. Here is Kemper with a 6. He gets a 7. This is batter card. 7-10, and that is the 12th hit for the Vipers. 2-out single, and they're not going to worry about stealing. Robertson has a 3. He gets a 3. It is batter card. And a 5-5 is going to be a line out to the third baseman. All right, so let's see about the Vipers. We do, he's injured. Yeltsin at second, 4. Williams has a 5, so nothing's going to happen out there. These arms are not good, and they really have nothing better than 2s over here. So no changes defensively, but Resendez, wait, actually, oh, no, that was not correct. So Resendez is actually still in the game. Might have goofed up something there. I think that 2 went to the starter. So Hirsch. Resendez has 3-1, so he just went over the top in the second out last time. They are going to roll on it. He has a 5 endurance. Let's see. He gets a 9. Oh boy, 2 points. So that drops Resendez down to a 1-2 with Chavez, the number 8 batter. So let's just keep him in for until he gives up a hit. Chavez rolls a 3. This is pitcher card. So a 3-6 is a ground out to Carmichael at third over to Quintana, 1 down. And Palmer, number 9 batter. We got they're going to keep him in. He's batting .667. He's 2 for 3. He needs a 6. But he gets a 4, so another pitcher card. And a 3-5 is a fly out the center, so certainly not going to replace Appling. So this is the last hurrah here. Appling with a 3 gets a 3. Appling is 3 for 4. His average is up to 214. And this is batter card. Oh, 8-3, and Appling gets a single and goes 4 for 5. And that's why he's a legend. Elliott they'll stick with because he has a 7, so Resendez is going to stay in. Giving up 5 hits, struck out 2, hasn't walked anybody. And Elliott has a 7. He gets a 9. And it's a 6-6, but That is a line drive to the shortstop, and that ends. Oh, that's 2 out. Sorry. And here is Kane with a 2 and a home run hitter. Um, 2 for 4 is batting 294. Home run will not give them the lead, so I think they're just going to chance this because they don't want to use another pitcher. Left-hander, though we could bring Gates in. He's a rookie. At least he would have, that would up that to a 3. Let's look at Gates' card real quick. Somehow it's not in there. Yeah, I don't know why it says that. Must not be in though. I certainly can bring him up, but I think we're going to chance this. Kane has a 2, and he gets a 6, so it wouldn't have mattered. Batter card, and a 2-4, strikeout, swinging, so Resendez does a fine job, and that ends the game. We'll have to look at those injuries, so back over to this, 6-3, 12 hits apiece. We will save and exit. I think we gotta go back maybe 2 days. All right there. Vipers 4-3, Wolves 0-4. And there is the box score. Kemper's first home run, Whitaker's second. No home runs on the other side. 2 double plays, 1 double play. 2 for 7 for the Wolves in scoring position. 4 for 9. Hirsch gets the win. I don't know. I guess you don't have to pitch 5 innings. Resendez gets the save and does a pretty good job. Rivera, of course, was beaten up, and he takes the loss. Kemper, player of the game, 3 for 5, 1 run scored. So I just export that, close it, and I'm really not sure how long this has lasted, but thanks for watching. An hour and 18 minutes, not bad considering those early injuries. So I will see you next time. On Deck Baseball, final score. The Vipers, who are 4-3 now, got 6, and the Wolves losing their 4th in a row with 3. So 6-3 final. Take care.